E.N.D here. Finally, after a long wait, spoiler season for Doctor Who, the next Universes Beyond set started. Let's have a look together at the cards that have been spoiled today. Let's start. And let's start with one of the most famous quotes. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, for 1 and 1 blue, sorcery, time travel. Draw a card. And if you don't know how to play time travel, I did a tutorial explaining this particular new mechanic, how it works. Don't blink for 1 and 1 blue instant until end of turn. If one or more creatures would enter the battlefield from exile or after being cast from exile, their owners shuffle them in their libraries instead. Cycle for 2 generic mana. Decaying Time Loop for 3 and 1 red instant. Discard all cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. Retrace. K9 Mark 1 for 1 blue, it's a 1/1. Negative, as long as it's untapped. Other legendary creatures you control have ward 1. Affirmative, for 1 and 1 blue, tap. Target legendary creature can be blocked this turn. Doctor's Companion. And also here, if you don't know how to play Doctor's Companion, I also did a tutorial explaining how this new mechanic works. Run for your life for 1 blue and 1 red instant. 1 or 2 target creatures each gain haste until end of turn. They can be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. Escape for 2, 1 blue and 1 red. Blink. We already saw Don't Blink, now we have Blink. For 2, 1 blue and 1 black, Enchantment Saga. Chapter 1 and Chapter 3. Choose target creature, its owner shuffles it into their library, then investigate. Chapter 2 and Chapter 4. Create a 2/2 black alien angel artifact creature token with First Strike and Vigilance. And whenever an opponent casts a creature spell, this permanent isn't a creature until end of turn. Genesis of the Daleks. 4 and 2 black, Enchantment Saga. Chapter 1, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with menace for each lore counter on it. Chapter 4. Target opponent faces a villainous choice. Destroy all Dalek creatures and each of your opponents loses life equal to the total power of Daleks that died this turn. Or destroy all non-Dalek creatures. River Song Diary. For 3 artifact imprint. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell from their hand, exile it instead of putting it into a graveyard as its resource. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more cards exiled with it, choose one of them at random. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Gallifrey Falls and No More. A split card, but the split card is different because it has fuse. You may cast one or both halves of this card from your hand. 4 and 2 red. It deals 4 damage to each creature. If a creature does damage this way would die, exile it instead. 2 and 1 white. Any number of target creatures you control phase out. Crisis of Conscience. 4 and 2 white. Sorcery. Choose one. Destroy all tokens or destroy all non-land, non-token permanents. Planes. Upland Mortarium. At the beginning of your upkeep, put an exposure counter on it. Then you lose life equal to the number of exposure counters on it. When chaos ensues, create a 2/2 black alien artifact creature token with First Strike and Vigilance. And whenever an opponent casts a creature spell, the spell isn't a creature until end of turn. Unit Headquarters. Whenever you planeswalk to it and at the beginning of your upkeep, create a tapped 1/1 white soldier creature token. Whenever chaos ensues, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Amy's Home. Whenever you planeswalk to it and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile an online card from your hand with a number of time counters on it equal to its mana value. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. Whenever chaos ensues, time travel. Besieged Viking Village. All creatures have Boust. For 1 generic mana, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever chaos ensues, put an indestructible counter on target creature you control that attacked this turn. So that was the last card for this particular day 1 of the spoilers of Doctor Who. Join me again tomorrow to cover all the cards spoiled for this new Universes Beyond set. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.